What up, it's your boy Shake. Spawned into the neighborhood. Before we get today's video started, wanted to share with you guys my playmaking sharpshooter offensive threat build, 6'5". I call it the James Harden build. I was inspired by his sort of play style, and I wanted to make a build that was similar to that, where you could kind of ISO and pull up some threes. And I said I would do it, so we did it. Now we are at 99 overall. I'm a 95 speed, 97 acceleration. We've got a 74 driving dunk, driving layup 79, and close shot 89. We've got an 89 mid-range shot, 90 three-point shot, which is always boosted. So if boosts are what they've always been in 2K at a +5, that would mean I have a 95 three-point shot. Both of my previous builds have been a 99 speed, 99 acceleration, so it's been a little different, being a tad bit slower. Even though I didn't get a lot of defensive badges, the defensive ratings are not that bad. 77 perimeter defense, 77 lateral quickness, and 76 steal. And I got a 60 defensive rebound. I mean, this is not, it's not like he's an elite defender, but he's no slouch on the defensive end. And just to give you an idea, these are the badges I'm working with. I've got gold clamps. More than likely, if I play Pro-Am or I'm in the rec center, I probably should go with Intimidator, because if I'm guarding a point guard, most of them are pretty decent shooters, and I gotta limit their shots. Playmaking has been pretty good. 21 badges, you can do a lot with that. Definitely mix and match. I've been changing a few things here and there. You don't want to go with Hall of Fame everything, because you just won't have enough to fully help your team. These are my current shooting badges, and this is just my play style. It has nothing to do with what works better. I just know, based on the players I play with, the outcome of the situations. And if you don't really have a lot of finishing badges, and you really don't, you can't get contact dunks and everything, fancy footwork is the most important badge in the game. You need to have fancy footwork along with long athlete layup package. Those two combinations will give you the most ridiculous pro hops you've ever seen, and allow you to get a lot of space going to the rim, cause a lot of misdirection and confusion on the defense. Slithery finisher is also something I would probably recommend, because it allows you to get a clear path to the basket. Your man will attack the clearest path. This is a snapshot of my animations. If you guys want to just pause the video at this point and just apply some of these, more power to you. Long athlete layup package is the one you need. My buddies put me onto this one. Shout out to Spec and my man Prodigy. Previously, I used to use the James Harden, which is also a really good layup package for doing hop steps. Also Euro steps. So like Euro steps, pro hops, James Harden is really a good one to go with. But long athlete is the best in the game for those elite pro hops. Anyway, it's your boy Shake, 99 overall, play sharp, offensive threat build. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll probably do a build video at 99.9. As always, sit back and enjoy the rest of the video. So shout out to the Shake Squad, 90 gang stand up. I'm at it again with some more offensive threat gameplay. At this point, I'm a 95 overall, but I couldn't let this Formula 2K gameplay go to waste. We had some fun playing on this day, and as a result, some topics came up. Question for you guys: do you like to see the shot meter? Because I don't really use it, and you guys haven't really seen me use it in a long time. But I did recommend that people use it, as I get killed by that pullback behind the back move right there. That's crazy. But, I haven't been using it, and I did suggest that if you don't know your jump shot or your jump shot timing, that it would be something that I would recommend using. And I just kind of wanted to know what your thoughts are on that. Do you guys want to see the shot meters? I get this mean step back on them. Game! Sit your ass down. On to the next one. Because whether or not it takes more skill, or it has a bigger, green release window, whatever you guys want to say, I just kind of thought the shot meter looked pretty cool this year with all the special effects below your feet with all that green popping up. I don't know, I just recommended it for a lot of you guys that are struggling with your jump shot, like I am, or like I was, definitely. Especially if you're primarily coming from my career mode. Like this build right here was a my career build. Like with my two-way and my pure playmaker, I spent the majority of the time playing on the park. And if you come out here with a my career player, that shot meter is a lot slower on the park and Pro-Am, Team Pro-Am, Rec Center. whatever you want to call it, it just feels a lot slower than my career mode. And you might have some trouble timing your jump shot. And that was a big problem for me. So I definitely recommended using the meter or reducing your quick draw down to gold or silver. And I've seen silver getting buckets lately, so consider that too. If you guys ever want to fix your hot zones, playing against a team like this is the best way to do it. We're playing against a team that's like all slashers. Everybody's trying to go to the rim. And so I'm just pretty much letting them try it. They're forcing everything in the paint at Spec, and he's a defensive center. And even when they take bad shots, I'm leaking down court, trying to get those wide open looks. And I'm going right to my cold spots. And I had a few cold spots, mainly because coming out here with no badges and taking contested shots, you know, it wasn't a good look. So I had to fix my cold spots, and this was one of the best ways to do it. Get a lot of cherry picking buckets from people taking bad shots and going inside. This can be a little dangerous though. You don't want to play against too many bums because you start to play everybody else light. But right here, we get a great opportunity for me to fix my cold spots and even gain some hot zones. Just play with a good center and put catch and shoot on Hall of Fame. Now here's a great example of what happens when you play too many bum teams and you start taking everybody light. Right here, we're making some bad defensive adjustments. This team came out to win, and we're over here, you know, doing what we do with everybody. But right here, I'm pulling up from deep. I'm over here taking a high-risk shot because we don't think this team is bout it like that. And you can't even blame me. Look at this. They're taking bad shots. I'm getting wide open looks down court after playing good defense, and I'm wide open behind the arc on the first 3 possessions. But right here, this is where things turn around for these guys. I don't know exactly what was going on right there. We had some miscommunication on defense. We're still moving the ball, so we're not down or anything like that, but there was still definitely a situation where we felt like, man, this team is actually staying with us and can potentially win the game. Look at this dot to the corner. And because of my bad defense, causes Spec to rotate to the paint, leaving the guy wide open in the corner. And his job is really just to protect the paint. He's usually guarding somebody who can't shoot. Up 15 to 20, still playing them light. This guy hits a big green from deep. 18 to 20, we're like, oh man, we're not about to lose this, are we? Hell no. They messed up. Get him out of here. And in this next matchup, we've got an Elite 1 and Elite 2. My matchup is a two-way slashing playmaker. And I think he's like 6'6 or 6'7 because I'm 6'5 and I'm considerably smaller than he is. Hits me with the hezzy blow by and he's dunking. And I'm like, oh man, here we go, slashers. I don't got no badges to stop the slashers. So we've got an opponent, they're up 5-0. I'm cutting to the basket and I'm dunking on them. Eventually, I'm gonna have to put my ego to the side and guard the perimeter shooter and let Spec deal with that slasher. But this reminds me of a deep conversation, kind of an argument we had. My man Spec and Prodigy have no respect for slashers. Absolutely no respect. They say they're the worst builds. I want to know if that's y'all's opinion as well. I've never really made a pure slasher. I've always made a slasher or that can actually shoot, like a shot creating slasher, slashing shot creator in 2K19. Any kind of slasher that I've ever made actually can shoot the ball as well, so you just don't want to leave me wide open. Even my two-way slashing playmaker has shot creator takeover, and as I'm scoring, my shooting attributes are increasing, so you can never leave that build open, especially if I've had already like 3 or 4 dunks on you. What is your take on that? If it was me, if I was running with a build that just can't shoot, I would run the high pick and roll with my sharpshooter, force the center to come out and guard the shooter, so that way, like, nope, the paint is wide open and I have a clear lane to the basket. I mean, that would be my strategy if I was the only guy, because right here, look at this. He's trying to ISO and try to, like, basically take over the game for himself. We're giving him them wide open shots and he misses. Why are they not running a pick and roll? Like, that's just what I would do. I would try to set up my other shooters and force my center to come out of the paint and guard him. Once again, look at this. He's gonna force it inside. Spec's gonna block that. 15 to 17. And you know Prodigy's knocking those down. What are they gonna do in the next possession? The same thing. He's not gonna try to set up his shooters to get a shooter open. And we're over here disrespecting him with the push-ups. That's terrible, man. That's how you know somebody really knows that you can't score. It's over for you guys. When they start doing push-ups on you. It's your boy Shake. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Smack that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
No, nah. Oh! Oh, I'm a cannon!
Wait, that was your bucket?
Yeah, bro.
Wait, what is happening in 2K20?
I'm a leapfrog.